Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot. I'm so happy to be back here with you. I was absent for a while and I had a bunch of stuff going on in my life and I just kept on missing this experience, missing being with you all and reading for you and having this wonderful connection with you all. So I had to come back. I'm so glad that I am back. And so today I am going to do just one reading. As I'm here smoothing out my little our space. This is our space. It's not just mine. I'm just going to do one reading. I'm going to do one reading. It is a reading that I'm really being called to do today. I was going to do something else this morning and I was literally, called. I needed to do this reading. So it is, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to say this is an open reading. I have kind of a feeling about what it's going to reveal. But let's see what the cards say. Let's see what our experience is here today. I'm so glad to be here back with you all. So, to do this, I'm going to pull some, first of all, I'm going to pull some tea leaves as our oracle cards. Let me just jiggle these, wake them up. They've been waiting for me to come back. They've been waiting for us. And this one wants to come out too. This one's like totally coming out. They've been waiting for us. Wow, look at this one, came out too. And then let's do one from this one. I think it was that one. Here you go. And now we have this oracle deck. Let me jiggle this up. You know, I always have to jiggle the deck. Here's these two. So let's reveal what the oracle cards have for us first. All right, so our first tea leaf is woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman. It's a very pretty card. Very calm card. Interesting. Let's see, what's our next one? Love. Simply just love. Third one. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. What's the fourth one? Scissors. Disappointment in some affair. So funny, these lovely scissors. Scissors. The scissors are lovely. All right. See, these are very straightforward, and this is nebulous. I find that interesting. Sometimes the objects, sometimes the objects in this deck evoke something different than the saying down here. Because to me, as soon as I saw the scissors, I thought of cutting away what is no longer needed. So maybe that's why I feel like the disappointment in some affair is not deep enough. Shallow, surface, 3D. A 3D interpretation, if we were looking at this with a 3D, only knowing about 3D, if we were stuck in the 3D, if we were not conscious manifestors that just kind of were stuck in the 3D, we didn't really have any knowledge of manifestation, we would think that we were disappointed, if that makes sense. But cutting off what is no longer needed, what is no longer serving us, cutting off an interpretation that is telling us we have to be disappointed, that we can't get what we want. That's what I feel like this card is just the interpretation of the card is not going far enough, if you understand what I mean. The interpretation of the card, of the image, is more concerned with the 3D. Moon dance. Look at the 3 little birdies having a little conference. Why are they up at night? That's what I want to know. Why these birds are all awake. Maybe she woke them up when she jumped onto their little wire. Maybe they were all asleep. That's what's happening at night in the city. I'm just channeling. It's London, or maybe Paris. I don't know. Looks like London or Paris. I'm sorry if you know if these are actual real landmark buildings. I'm sorry that I don't know. But anyway. Oh, number 1, day and night. This is card number 1. So we have moon dance and day and night. Very significant in my opinion. There. All right, so I have 3 decks for us all picked out. This first one, this is the After Tarot. This is what happens the moments after the Rider-Waite-Smith artwork and meaning. So let's take some cards. Here. And then this is the Vice Versa Tarot. So just to let you know, this is the, oop, I had it the wrong way. So this is the front and this is the back. Each card has a front and a back. So this is actually the top of the deck. So this is the Chariot. I'll just show you this one as well. So the 69, this is the Cancer sign. Coming up here is just showing us the Cancer. The Chariot is associated with the sign of Cancer. So this is the front of the Chariot. This is the back of the Chariot. I love this deck. This is such a beautiful deck. All right, so I'm gonna shuffle this and take the cards out without looking at them. So that's why I have them so up and down here. So there's this one, this one, this one, this one. All right. Looks like we're taking 4 from each so far. And this is the Phantasma Tarot. Whoa. So we want this one and this one. And this one and this one. All right, so that's all for now. I have another deck that I might bring out later, depending. So let's go through these cards. So we have the 3 of Pentacles. This is after the long day's work. He's all packed up, ready to go. And he has his little jacket over his cloak, over his arm, and he's just looking at what has been accomplished for the day. We have the tools all ready for the next day. And look at all this money. This money here, this figure here, this money is in progress. It's like in progress. What am I trying to say here? How's the best? it's a work in progress. It is effort with a, this is effort being expended with a certainty of reward. That's where you are. You are having an effort and something, you're efforting at something, but you are certain of your reward. You're certain that you are going to be rewarded for your work. The world, wow. That's significant coming right after that. So this is going to give you the world right here, this effort with a certainty of reward. The Three of Cups, party time. This is a bunch of gladness and a bunch, look at this, a bunch of happiness, a bunch of grapes, a bunch of happiness, a bunch of friends, a bunch of good times, abundance in your good times. It's kind of funny because it looks like strawberries here. Strawberries and grapes at the same time being harvested, so. All right, I waited for that little plane to go by. Often little planes will go over where I'm living because they, I don't know, I think they're following the flight path of the coast, and so they're going right past, right above where I live, so that's why sometimes you hear these little planes go by. So yeah, that was my, so yeah, the strawberries and the grapes being ready for harvest at the same time, that's not really normal or natural in lots of the world. Although some parts of the world you can just harvest things like that at the same time. If you are able to do a second crop of strawberries in the summer, you can definitely harvest them at the same time as grapes. So we have the Lovers, and the Lovers can be a romantic love indicator. It can also be a binary choice indicator. Yes or no, left or right, up or down, do it or don't do it, you know. So let's see what the other cards say before we, and it can do both. Obviously it can be both as well. It can be both romantic love and a binary choice. All right, look at this interesting back of this card. It is the Queen of Wands. What a beautiful and mysterious card. So this is the front, and this is the back. Wow. She's in her power. She's a manifester. Let me show you her face again. She's manifesting away right now. She's envisioning and building her world. So we have the Six of Pentacles. So here we have the front of, it's so funny. This card is so funny. We have the front of the card where this guy is looming like Godzilla, right? Looming over this little town. You're thinking, oh no, he's so evil. He's evil, and he's just got so much anger and like power and wealth and greed, and you're just assigning all of these attributes to this man. But then let's look on that back. And it's just a little table. He's just happy that he has a little play town. He's like, maybe he grew up poor as a kid and he saw this in a shop window or something like this, a little town play, little model town. and when he became wealthy, he bought it, and now he just loves playing with that little model town. Appearances can be deceiving. Again, we're having some messages that the 3D is just not to be trusted. It's even deeper than that. It's not to be given any credence. No credence at all. So we have the Ace of Cups. Here's the front with all of those, oh my gosh, why am I not remembering the name of this flower? I've got to look it up. I can't believe I can't remember the name of the flower. Oh gosh, I couldn't believe it's a lotus. Water lily or lotus, or it's a lotus flowers. And then here's the back, and it's nighttime, and there is a man on horseback coming to look at the fountain, coming to pay his respects. I don't know, or maybe he's just a random passerby and he didn't even know it was here. So anyway, this is a brand new beginning in some emotional thing in your life. Then we have this. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Or is this, yeah, this is the Knight of Wands. And this is the fastest knight in the deck. And he's riding a unicorn of all things. And he's got a flaming wand. And he's going past across this rocky, barren landscape. Let's look on the back. Wow, so by day, it's this clear, fine day with, I'm sure he has a far, he has a prospect of far into the distance. The sky is blue. And at night, he's got this thunderstorm. He's got maybe even a cloud, this is either fog or maybe even a dust storm. We don't know. He's riding into something that's all occluded here, but he's still just as steadfast. So we are getting a really strong discount the 3D thing. So look at what this guy is doing. He is going forward no matter what. He's steadfast no matter what. He's making progress no matter what. He is living his life no matter what. And so's the horse. He is so steadfast that the horse is, or unicorn, I'm sorry, the unicorn is just as steadfast as him. Let's see what these four say. There's a little hair on here. There we go. All right, Ace of Swords. So we have the Ace of Cups and now the Ace of Swords. This is our first sword, right? Yes, this is our first sword of the reading. And another unicorn. It is a new beginning here. It's a new beginning in both your intellectual, maybe your intellectual friendships and maybe you have this thing. I'm really curious what this card is going to be, because I'm seeing right here that you have a thing with relationships, in that you are both your friendships and your love relationships. You want an intellectual connection. Not just an emotional connection, not just a physical connection, but you want an intellectual equal, no one's ever truly equal, as in we all have our differences, right? We all have our different levels of gifts in this and that, right? But you want someone who you can really connect with on an intellectual level. I'm so curious what this card is. The Four of Swords, very interesting, not what I was expecting. We have the snail riding up, going up the rock. It's very interesting because you have this Ace of Swords flanked by the fastest knight in the deck. And then the Four of Swords, which is the sleepy time. It is taking a rest. It is recuperating. It is this polar bear with a bandage on taking a rest here. Mushrooms are growing, undisturbed. Looks like there's this moon and this star hung on this little branch, so that there's just a sense of peace here, and there should be. This is a card meant for a peaceful respite. Very interesting. Let me see if I can push this over. At least one more card wants to be here. Let's see what we have here. Queen of Swords, 3 swords in a row so far. So we have, this is our second queen. We have a Queen of Wands and now a Queen of Swords. You have, I'm so curious what this card is too, because we have a bunch of mastering your mind kind of things. We have this Ace of Swords, this new beginning in an intellectual match in your friendships and in your love connections and your love interest. And then we have this Four of Swords, which is a rest, which is a pulling back, which is a going within. And then immediately after that, there's this Queen of Swords, which is so confident, stepping out, knowing exactly what you want and having exactly what you want. And this Queen of Swords coupled with this Queen of Wands, which is, she's the queen of manifestation. Wands are basically, they're manifestations. They're manifestations of your will. And so this is right right on top of this Knight of Wands, which is, they're both wands. It's Queen of Manifestation. He is the Knight of Manifestation and also the fastest knight in the deck. He's focused, he's going forward. And then you have this Ace of Swords, new beginning. You see this this unicorn is looking up toward love relationship, looking up toward this friendships relationship. And then we have this quad of cards is rounded out. a square or a rectangle is rounded out with the Four of Swords, as I said, with a rest. So obviously there's something that you have been going within and kind of doing what you need and want to do inside, but it feels like that is over, because our next card is the Queen of Swords. You've allowed yourself to have this interiority for so long that you are now stepping out as the Queen of Swords. That you're the Queen of Manifestation and the Queen of your mind. You're the queen. You're the ruler of your own mind. And look what this Queen of Swords is right underneath the world. So doing this, ruling your own mind, being focused, Focused is not, that's another thing. Focused is not having fun. Focused is not so rigid that you can't ever say anything, do anything. You're so tightly wound. That's what this rest was for. You're not so tightly wound that you cannot enjoy anything, that you are constantly anxious about things. Do you see what I mean? And it's like this day and night. This has been a day and night transformation for you. You are now the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands in your manifestation journey. So interesting. And I just want, before I reveal this last card here, I'm going to say the scissors thing, and it's right, because the scissors says disappointment in some affair, but really you're cutting away the disappointment. You don't need to be disappointed about what happened in your past anymore. This was the most crucial thing for you, this going within, this time of rest, because before you would treat this going within, this being alone, this being, working on yourself, whatever, as something you had to do, something that you approached with anxiety, that you approached with self-loathing almost, or sometimes, or maybe for many of you often, you've approached it with self-loathing, like, I have to be better or I'm not worthy, or something like that, right? But now this was just a very peaceful, I am worth it kind of rest and respite for you. Because look at what came before, and now we're coming up with this respite. So it was just needed to do this final cutting away of what you no longer need. And now you're confidently walking out as the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And I have to say that, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. You are just unencumbered by the 3D. That's what you are. So let's look at this final card. I'm so curious. What's it going to be? The Knight of Swords. Wow. Look at this card. This is also you. You've got some masculine energy too coming out of this. You've got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Can you believe this? We had sword, 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 all at once. With no swords, you had pentacles, you had cups, you had wands, all the way up through here, and then you had sword, 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 sword. So now the scissors really makes more sense. So what is the scissors? A pair of scissors is just two swords connected with this little pin, so they have an axis, so they work together. This scissors is two swords, and so now you have 5, 6 swords. I know you're following me, because this is so, I don't know. It's so blatant and clear what this is. You are now also having this masculine energy. You are riding a dragon. You've got this message for the world and yourself that you are who you say you are. You're even out running, you're outstripping even this messenger bird, because you are the message. You are everything, and you don't need your 3D to conform. You conform to what you want, and your 3D is following you. So this is you, and this is your 3D. Your 3D brings you the message of what you've already become once you've already become it. Wow. Well, this is your beautiful reading. This is such a wonderful, beautiful reading about your transformation from day to night, or from night to day. It says day and, but this is such a just you've got abundance. You've excuse me, you've got abundance from your hard work. You're sure, you are positive there is abundance, and you don't even have to even think about it. You just rest assured that there's great wealth. You've got the World card. Everything you want encapsulated in you. New friendships and new love interests. You are the manifesting queen or knight, and manifesting queen, and well, I'll get to this in a minute. And again, I almost forgot to give an the meaning of this card. It's so funny because the illustration itself is so charming that I almost forgot. The Six of Pentacles. This is just signifying to you that you are able to enjoy your wealth. The good stuff that you have worked hard for, you can enjoy it. Just enjoy it. See, he's in the same place as this. He's just like, I'm just going to be sitting around or standing around playing with my toys for a bit. There's nothing wrong with that. And then this Ace of Cups is a new start, a new beginning. And it doesn't have to be with different people. It can be with the same people, a renewal or rejuvenation or new relationships, right? And then it's these things are accelerating because you have this rebirth of relationships and love, and your entire emotional state comes right before the Knight of Swords, Wands, which is acceleration, which is going forward, which is sunlight or thunderstorm. Doesn't matter. Whatever the 3D is doing, it does. But remember, the 3D is chasing you. And so this Ace of Swords, this Four of Swords, this Queen of Swords we've covered, and then you have this Knight of Swords, which I said already. Just such a beautiful encapsulation of what you are. So in the end, this was love and money. Love and money, your path in love and money, so clearly laid out, so clearly illustrated. And you have a day and night difference in your life with what you're just following your path. Such a blockbuster, beautiful reading. I'm so happy that I did this today. This message needed to come out. This message needed to be seen and enjoyed by so many people. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this reading, be sure to like, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe, because subscriptions help the most. Well, they all help, but subscriptions help so much. They help this, and shares and likes and comments. Everything helps to get this reading and my channel out to more people. So thank you so much, and I know I'm going to see you very soon. Bye for now.